What's up, sports fam? Happy Tuesday. How is life? I am grand. I just got home from vacation. It was splendid. Vacation is awesome, right? But it's always nice to come home. I don't know about you. I'm going to turn on the comments because I know y'all have lots to say. We're going to have massive interaction tonight because we have an amazing freaking topic. Tonight, we're going to talk about, oh, wait a minute. Before I get into it, I have to tell you something before I forget. I'm notorious for forgetting to make important announcements. So let me just say this now before I forget. Next week, I will be on at 12:30. I'm going on in the middle of the day instead of in the evening. Just because. It just feels right. So next week, you'll catch me at 12:30, not 7:30 p.m. Okay. So tonight, we are talking about something that is very, very important that we often neglect. Ourselves. We're talking about ourselves and the importance of taking care of ourselves in order to be better custodians to our kids, to our little people, whether they're your students or your team, however you are serving the youth. You absolutely serve them to a greater capacity when you care for yourself. We are done with the martyr culture. It doesn't serve us to martyr ourselves. Excuse me. We have been raised under a program that teaches us to fucking martyr ourselves. It doesn't have to be that way. Is hard work important? Yes, it is. Do we need to work toward goals? Yes, we do. But the world is changing, and what we are learning about neuroscience and about our bodies and about the energy that we carry with us is that you serve others in serving yourself. Like the word selfish really needs to be redefined, because when you are going inward and working on yourself, you are absolutely serving those around you. Here he is. James, question. I need you to answer loudly.
What?
Am I a better mom since I started taking care of myself?
Yes.
Okay. How? In what way have you seen me change since I have started giving myself the time that I need? Say it loud.
When you were always kind of bossy.
Totally ratting me out.
Not really anymore. You're kind of
okay.
Nicer.
I'm nicer.
Yeah.
I'm not as bossy. He said I was really bossy before. What else have you seen about my personality change?
Angry.
I'm not as
angry.
I'm not as angry. Am I angry? I don't get angry that often.
I'm just like last time.
But I did used to be an angry little lady, wasn't I? What else? Am I more fun?
Yeah.
Do you think I'm more fun?
Yeah.
Do I like to have more fun?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything else you want to say about that? No filter. You can say whatever you want.
Yeah.
Said it all?
Yeah.
Okay. One more question. What am I doing? Like what are you seeing me do to take care of myself? Give me a specific example. Loud.
Feeding yourself?
Oh, mom eats. Mom didn't eat very often before. I would run around like a chicken without a head and not eat. I would feed everyone but myself. Martyr. What else? What do you see me do every morning and every night? With my eyes closed. Meditate. Mom meditates every single freaking day. It is an absolute non-negotiable for me. I know I talk a lot about meditation, but it's the shit. It is real, real, real solid. It is a real solid practice that makes real solid difference in your life. I'm telling you. Okay, so what James is talking about is the fact that mom used to run around seriously like a chicken without a head, always doing for others. And this is how we are raised, like women in particular. And, guys too, but I'm speaking as a woman. As a mom, moms are raised to believe that they must serve others before they serve themselves, right? But have you ever heard the saying, right? When you're on the plane, who the hell do you put the oxygen mask on first? Not the other person, right? You put the oxygen mask on yourself first, because if you don't, you're going to pass the F out and you can't serve anyone around you. The same thing holds true in life. In general, in every single aspect of your life, I don't care what it is, whether it's on the field, helping with sports, whether it's at the office doing business, whether it's at home parenting your children. In every single situation, you must serve yourself before you serve others, because you cannot serve adequately from a half empty cup or an empty cup. I was serving from an empty cup. And so this is the thing, is when we look at our brains and we look at the neuroscience behind this, we get, us moms, right? And dads too, coaches, everybody, right? We always want to serve. Oh, we got to martyr ourselves because it feels so fucking good. But it is a false goodness. The reason it feels good is because we have trained our brains to become addicted to the adrenaline rush that we get by being the hero. This is not good for our bodies. This does not serve our bodies, because what happens is you end up with all of these nasty chemicals in your body, and it puts you in overload, and then it throws your hormone balance off, and then you end up with some sort of physical or mental illness. So even though it does feel good in the moment to get the rush, just like it does feel good in an argument to be the one who's right or to have the louder voice, but by the way you feel that you are not adequately serving yourself. And when you feel bad about it, you're not adequately serving those around you. So I can tell you that the difference that I have experienced in being a mom that takes care of herself, as opposed to the mom who is always giving before she gives to herself, is that my entire tribe is benefiting from my self-service, from my selfishness, because I am nicer. I am more excited about giving. I am calmer. I am more fun. I am so much easier to deal with. And you know what? In serving myself, I'm going to be around longer for my kids, because I'm not going to get stressed out and go into overwhelm. I'm not going to have a fucking nervous breakdown. I'm not going to have high blood pressure or heart disease related to stress hormones. I'm not going to die of a stroke, because I'm taking care of myself. And, you may think I'm being extreme when I'm talking about these chronic diseases, but I'm not. So what they find in research studies is the longitudinal effect, the long-term effect of the stress hormones on our bodies. It is chronic illness. And this is serious shit. This is the kind of stuff that takes us from our families early. And can you imagine that it could be so simple that sitting down and taking time to be in the silence could fix it all? I mean, really? Like, that is super powerful. Do you realize the difference that taking 5 minutes, just start with 5 minutes, even 5 minutes a day to spend on your own in the silent as you can get it, as silent as you can become, the effect that has on your body, mind, and soul the effect that that has on your energy field. Therefore, the effect that it has on your children, your children's friends, the people that you work with is freaking immeasurable. Immeasurable. 5 minutes. That's it. Start with 2 to 5 minutes. It will change your life. Because as you change this, the whole world around you shifts. And so not only are your children benefiting from seeing the shift in you, but they're benefiting because they model your behavior, right? So they're benefiting from your vibration, from your actions around them, but they're also benefiting because they are going to take on your behaviors. And we know this, right? Because think about it. Whose behaviors did you take on? Your mom, your dad, your grandparents. Like my family is a family that works their ass off. Dude, my family, I mean, talk about pulling your bootstraps up and working your ass off. Dude, my family, they are hard ass workers, such hard workers. I went on vacation and I went on vacation with my family and I was reminded of how hard they work. Now, some of them do sit in the quiet. Like I feel great. I've kind of rubbed off on them and they're experiencing the benefits of silence. And it really is just a testament to how we inherit the behaviors of our families. And I'm not saying it's wrong or bad because it's not wrong or bad, but there is a better way. There is a better way that will allow you to get the same amount of work done with less stress on your body. Because not only are you protecting your blood vessels, all of your organs, all of that jazz, your brain tissue, but not only are you protecting that when you do a meditation, but you are like tapping into the energy that creates worlds. And what happens when you tap into the energy that creates worlds is that you take aligned action. When you take aligned action, everything you do has a massively compounded effect. So instead of doing 100 unaligned actions, you can do 3 aligned actions. And you're shrinking the amount of effort that you have to put into it. Because when you meditate, you are more focused, you are faster on your feet, your decisions are more logical, everything is more fluid. Your thought process is more smooth, the way that you speak is more on point. Every single part of your body, every single part of your brain is functioning at a higher level. It is absolutely astounding what 5 minutes of meditation a day will do for you. And this is being selfish. This is you, selfish, air quotes, right? This is you taking the time for yourself in order to fill your cup. And look, it doesn't have to be meditation. Like, can you do some yoga? Can you go take a walk? Can you go outside and even just sit outside for a couple of minutes and connect with the earth? Because the electromagnetic frequency that is emitted from the earth is a healing frequency. It does things to and for our body that nothing else can do. And so what are you willing to do? Put in the comments. Tell me, what are you willing to do to shift just a little bit of focus from everyone else to yourself? Because in doing that, you are allowing yourself to give on a higher level. You are giving from a deeper space in your heart when you are filling your own cup. Because you cannot give from an empty cup. And when you do give from an empty cup, all you do is deplete yourself and put yourself at risk. And so something else that I have found with regard to taking time for myself is the fact that I am more able to be hyper present with my children. What does that mean? Hyper present with my children. So what that means to me is, we can go through the motions, right? Like, I'm going to tell you about a specific example because, we can get gifts for our children for their birthday, and we can do cupcakes, and we can sing happy birthday, and we can go through all the motions that are beautiful and lovely. And I'm not knocking them at all. But we could do that and then a little bit of something different, you know? And that's what I like to do. I really like to operate from a space that is very unique for my children, because we all have our own unique frequency to offer. We all have our own unique parenting style, our own unique gift to give to our children, because no one is the same. You parent differently than I do. You have your own beautiful, amazing style that I will never be able to match, and vice versa. And so it's so important to really grasp that and enjoy that and embody that and share that with our kids. And so for me, being hyper present with my kids is bringing my own unique style to them that they experience with no one else. What I give to them, they receive from no one else. Only me, only mom can give it to them. And so this is my specific example. So my 9-year-old, well, she's 10 now, she just had her 10th birthday a couple of days ago, and we were on vacation, and we did the whole thing. Like, we sang happy birthday, we had cupcakes, but this is what I did. And this was so my style. She was not surprised at all. But I took her down to the beach, and we sat down on the sand and the pebbles, and I gave her a birthday blessing. And the way I did that is we did like an activation. I guided her through a closed eye meditation where we activated her heart, and I connected her to God, source, spirit, and the earth. And it was just a really lovely, like, unique, special guided meditation that she'd never heard before. And I had my hands on her back, and I blessed her. We breathed into our hearts. And this is like, there's no one else in her life that would offer her that, right? There's no one else. Like, it's my own unique, special gift to her. And so I gave her something different, but most importantly, I gave her my undivided attention. I gave her special time that was only between her and I. It had nothing to do with the other kids, nothing to do with the other family members. It was just her and I. And that is such a beautiful, unique practice that you can offer your kids. And it doesn't have to be a meditation, right? It just has to be your own unique offering. Like if you play sports with your kids, if you have a special bond with your son over baseball, like take just him out and throw the ball to him, throw the ball back and forth with him. Take 10 minutes and compliment him on what he has been doing so wonderfully and so uniquely and so joyfully. I mean, kids crave our undivided attention, and we are on our phones and we are busy, and I am guilty. Like, I am not judging. I mean, I have an online business. I am at home on my computer doing my business a lot during the day, doing conference calls and blah, blah, blah. So when you can take just 10 minutes and give your child your undivided attention, that is golden. That is golden. That is a connection. That is a moment in time that they will never, ever forget. Ever. Oh, I craved the attention of my parents, but they weren't aware. Like that just, they weren't aware. Like we are in a new age of parenting where we are becoming more aware of the needs of our children in that way. Paradigms are shifting. Many of us are in positions now where we do have the extra time, where we're not having to grind so much because we have found a way to harness the online space and like tap into the abundance that is available there, more of us are doing that. More of us are finding ways to not have to grind so hard so that we are physically present with our kids. But it is about so much more than just physical presence, right? Emotional, spiritual presence is everything. I craved the attention of my parents, craved it, but they were very busy grinding. They were working their asses off to put food on the table, and they were stressed out about it because they weren't taking care of themselves. So, my advice to you, if it resonates, every kid, each kid, I've got 3 kids. Let's call it parenting time. Like, what if at least once a week you took each of your children and spent 10 to 15 minutes doing what they want to do? Not what you want to do, what they want to do. Even if it's just a 15-minute conversation for them to like unload on you and let you know what's going on in their life and what lights them up and what's going on with their friends and what's going on with their sports. Or you go take a bike ride. You go throw the ball together. Whatever they want. You give them no phone, no computer, no nothing. It's you and your little mini-me for 10 to 15 minutes at least once a week. Talk about changing lives. That is monumental and life-changing, I promise you. 10 to 15 minutes, that's it. And so not only are you serving them, but you're serving yourself because you are taking 10 to 15 intentional minutes to like be present and be aware and tap into the energy field of one of your favorite people, one of your favorite little people in the entire world. Do you know what that does for your immune system? It's huge, huge. Think about when you see your child succeed. Think about when you see them smile and the joy on their face or the feeling you get when you laugh. Do you know what that is? Do you know what that is? That release that you feel in your body, that excitement, that joy? It's called oxytocin. Ooh, oxytocin. I can't talk. Oxytocin is huge. It is huge. It is such an amazing, beautiful chemical that you release into your body. And you know what it does? It protects every cell in your body. Everything. There is no cell in your body that is not affected by oxytocin. It's that happy chemical. It's like when a baby laughs and you get that zing through your body, that's oxytocin. It's huge. You do your spirit such a great service when you intentionally take time for your kids. It's huge. And in doing yourself a service, you do them a service. Okay, that's my soapbox, baby. Well, I hope that you enjoyed this, and I hope that you will take the time. Oh, I have a comment. Great advice. Oh, Suzanne, thank you so much. We're going to put that comment up. Thank you for watching. I love you guys so much. Keep on doing, keep on going, but not too much. Take the time for yourself. Give yourself 2 to freaking 5 minutes of just silence every day. It will change your life. Give your kids 10 to 15 minutes, one-on-one parenting time, no phone, no computer, just the 2 of you. Do it for every kid at least once a week and see how your world and their world shifts. I promise you it will. Okay, reminder, next week I'll be on during the day. I'm shifting to 12:30, so I'll be in the middle of the day next week. Hopefully I don't forget. No, I'm just kidding. I won't forget. Have an awesome night. I love y'all. It's been real. Remember, you are a unique frequency that no one else is. No one else is you. No one else will ever be you. ever. You have a unique gift to offer your children. Embrace it. Love yourself. Know that you are enough. Your mistakes do not define you. Start in the now. Let all that shit go that's behind you. Let it go and start right now if that's where you need to start. You're enough. I love you so much. Have an awesome night.